In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a 3D flower granny square using sport acrylic yarn and a 3mm hook. For this project, I'm going to use three colors for the flower and white for the border. To achieve the best effect with your granny squares, I suggest that you use colors from the same color palette and one for the border to make the granny squares more vibrant and expressive. To start with the foundation for the flower, first we are going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 6. Join with a slip stitch to make a ring. Next we are going to fill this ring with 12 half double crochets. Chain 2, this counts as the first half double crochet. Now we are going to make 11 more. When we are done, just slip stitch into the first stitch or the last one to close the round. In the next round we are going to make petals, and for that chain 3, and now we are going to make 2 double crochets into the first stitch of this chain 3. So 2 double crochets into the first stitch of the chain, and this shell looking petal is done. Now we are going to attach it between the 2 chain space from the round below with a slip stitch. Let's do it again. So chain 3 and then make 2 double crochets into that first stitch. This is the second one, and then slip stitch it at the back between 2 chain spaces from the round below. Now we are going to repeat this petal making pattern up until the end. The petals are done, and next we are going to make the chain spaces for the next round of petals. For that one, chain 4 and again slip stitch at the back. You should have a total of 6 chain spaces in the end. When you are done, just slip stitch into the first chain, and we are done. Cut yarn and get the new color. Insert the new color into the first chain space, and then chain 1. Next, make 1/2 double crochet, then 3 double crochets, one half double crochet again, 1 single crochet, and then just slip stitch into the same chain space. Next, slip stitch into the next chain space and repeat the same pattern. Chain 1, 1/2 double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Next, 1/2 double crochet, 1 single crochet and a slip stitch. We are going to repeat this same pattern for all the chain spaces. Slip stitch into the next one and repeat this petal pattern. When you're done with all the petals, just slip stitch again into the first chain space to just close the round. And next we are going to make chains for the next and final round of petals. So for that one, chain 5 and slip stitch at the back between 2 petals. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then just slip stitch at the back. 2, 3, 4 and 5, and a slip stitch. For the last round of petals, insert the color into the first chain space and chain 2. Next, we are going to make 3 double crochets into this chain space, 1, 2 and 3. Next, 2 trebles. This is the first one, and the second one, and then we are going to just repeat the same pattern but in reverse. Make 3 double crochets, chain 2 and slip stitch into the same chain space. And we're going to follow this pattern for all the other 5 chain spaces. Slip stitch into the next chain space and repeat the pattern. Chain 2, make 3 double crochets, 2 trebles, 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2 and slip stitch. So with our round flower we have 6 petals, but for the square we need to have 8 chains, so that means that we lack 2. To bypass this simple math problem, we are going to add 2 more chains at the back, and I will show you how. So for the start of the granny square, insert the yarn in between 2 petals and then chain 5, 3, 4 and 5, and next slip stitch in between the next 2 petals. The first chain space is done. Next chain 3 and slip stitch in the middle of the next petal using the back of the stitches. Make a slip stitch, chain 3 and slip stitch again between the next 2 petals. Next chain 5, slip stitch between the next 2, chain 5, again slip stitch between the next 2 petals. Now we are going to use this one to make that small 3 chain, so chain 3 and using the back of the stitches slip stitch once, chain 3 and slip stitch again between the next 2 petals, and for the last chain, chain 5 and slip stitch into the first chain space. And now we have 8 chain spaces for our granny square. We're going to start with the corner first. So for the corner, chain 3, this counts as the first double crochet, then make 2 double crochets, chain 3 and another set of 3 double crochets, 2 and 3. So this is the first corner. Next chain 1 and in the next chain space make 3 double crochets, chain 1 and work the corner pattern, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets more, go. So we've finished the first side. Now we are going to repeat this pattern. So now we are going to work the side, chain, make 3 double crochets, chain 1, and work the next corner. Three double crochets more for the corner. And this is also done. Now repeat the side corner pattern and the side to finish this off. When you are done with the last side, just slip stitch into the last stitch of the 3 chain that we made for the corner to close the round. And next, for the next round, so the first round is going to be a little bit wonky, but that will be just fine in the second round. So to start the second round, we have to come to the center of this corner. So you just slip stitch once, twice, and 3 times to come here, and then just start the same corner pattern, which was chain 3. This one counted as the first double crochet, then double crochet 2 more, chain 3, and another set of double crochets, 3 double crochets here, chain 1. Now we've got 2 more chains for the sides, so 3 double crochets here, 3 double crochets here, the corner pattern. Work this pattern around. The second round is done, and as you can see, the granny square is shaping nicely. Now, just as we did before, slip stitch your way through to come to this center here and start the corner pattern, and work the corner and the side pattern around for this round as well. It is as simple as that. So the corner is done. Now we have 3 chains in this round, 3 chain spaces, so 3 double crochets here, here, and here. Then work the corner. Repeat the side corner, and side for the last round. And with the third round finished, we have the granny square ready. What's left for it is to be blocked. If you want to make a bigger one, just repeat the granny square pattern. Have fun!